Okay, so if your tornado rudders are looking a bit like mine, in that bit neglected, some homemade bits on there, and it's time for a bit of a facelift, then you've come to the right place. We're gonna give our tornado rudders a bit of love, making the whole system work better by replacing some key parts. Yes, that's right, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV, and today, yes, we are going to take a look at improving the quality of our rudder system. I've been sent some parts by Martin Malcheski from Green Bay, Wisconsin, USA, and he sent me some custom-made carbon parts to fit to my rather neglected looking tornado rudder system. Okay, so what we're looking at firstly is to replace this guide, which guides the arm up and down, holding it in position. The guide that I've actually got on here is homemade. This has actually been cut out of a piece of plastic chopping board. This isn't the first time we've made some homemade bits for this, because it's not the sort of part you can just go and pick up from a local chandlery, especially in Greece. So we've had chopped up bits of chopping board like this. We've had this as well. These all break. And then there's the original, I think that's the original one, but that broke. And then this is the favorite, is the plywood version, which is split. It was a beautifully crafted piece, but didn't work very well. So what Martin has sent is some, oh my goodness, now that is a lovely looking bit of carbon fibre. What do we think? Knackered plywood, shiny carbon. Yes, we're going with the shiny carbon. So that is the first upgrade that we're going to be making. The next one is the way that the rudder pin works on a tornado is it doesn't have a split ring in the bottom. Instead, it's curved, and then there's meant to be a piece which holds the top here on the tiller arm. That's long gone, which is why we resorted to some electrical tape there to hold it on. But we're going to replace the electrical tape with another upgrade, which is going to be, oh yes, a beautifully crafted carbon fibre guide specially for the job. And then we've got the pieces that lock the rudder down. It's a different rudder locking mechanism on the tornado, but this is all worn out. This is all the original stuff, 20 years old. So this is all going to be replaced. Then the piece that holds the rudder up, oh my goodness, that is looking quite old and tired as well. You're not going to believe it, but we've got a very nice replacement part for that as well. She's going to be looking fresh after this. I'm not going to lie to you, I've already done the other rudder just to make sure that I knew how it all went together before taking on this project. So the first thing I need to do is to take off all of this stuff that we're not going to be using anymore. Let's get it off. Oh, and to make life easier, I haven't got a tornado to hang my rudders on at the moment, so I'm actually going to recruit the help of a bike maintenance stand, which is going to hold the rudder for me while I work on it. Handy. I could unscrew this part just by hand. That certainly ready to be replaced. Okay, so firstly I'm going to replace the part with the wheels at the front here. And what I found with the other one is, as if by magic, everything fits perfectly, which is very nice. I should have pointed out, actually, this is for a Maelstrom rudder stock for a Tornado. But I believe the majority of Tornadoes that are out there, or at least Tornado rudder systems especially, are Maelstrom. So this should fit. If your Tornado rudder stock looks like this, then this is the right one. Okay, so there we go. Some new locking wheels in place. So what happens here is this bolt goes into the end of this cylinder and pushes against these wheels that locks it down. Now, to give it a little bit of give so that these wheels can move forwards and backwards in the little slot there, we're just going to put a small, very small piece of shock cord in there, which that bolt is going to push against, and that is going to be just enough give to allow the rudder to kick up if you should want to lift the rudder. So I'm just lining that up in there. So now we can see how that locates. So now I'm just tightening this up to get a good lock in there. So we go, it lifts up. Yeah, that's the one. So you can hear that click as it goes down. Perfect. That bad boy is only coming up if we hit something at the bottom of the blade, or if we want to lift the blade. Perfect. New wheels, done. So the old guide will actually come off without removing the pin at the end, but to get the new guide on and the pin holder, we are going to have to take this bad boy off. Okay, so we're first going to introduce the pin holder piece, making sure that the piece that's going to hold the pin is on the right side. On the other one it was quite tight, but on this one it's a little bit looser. And then while we're here, I'm going to pop the guide piece on as well. So that's going to hold the pin in position. And then we've also got this plug which just goes into the end. Might just tap that a little bit with a hammer. Okay, so we've just got a bolt that's going to hold all this together. So I just need to drill this. Okay, so I've put a small piece of elastic which is just going to hold the pin holder, so that will stay in position. There's the full system on. Yes, I need to trim that piece of elastic, but she is looking pretty fresh. Very nice. So there we go. That is a fantastic upgrade to the Tornado rudder system. It's not going to make you go any faster, but it's certainly going to get you there with more style. Like I said at the start, if you want to get hold of a kit like this, then you can get in touch with Martin. I'll put his contact details in the description below. Martin's also making telescopic tiller extensions, which are an absolute work of art. I'll be getting hold of some of those to test once the summer season starts. He's also supplying splicing kits for Dyneema rope, and I'm going to be making a video shortly about how to use these kits splicing the Dyneema rope for making, for example, your own Dyneema trapeze wires, of course, I'm going to have to learn how to do that first. So thanks very much to Martin for supplying the kits. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Joyrider TV if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll be back soon with some more. Thank you very much.